My lover's got humor. She's a giggle at a funeral.
Beginning of 2022, we are promoting the best of lockdown. So I think because the story of how we prevailed during lockdown with our online gigs, people were interested in the story, so we were booked on major national TV shows, major national radio stations to promote the record.
Yeah.
So I found myself in a plush London hotel next to the old television centre, which is now where the independent TV national broadcaster is.
It was the same place that we had done many Top of the Pops.
Yes, it was the
Exactly
circular
the same,
building.
the circular television building. It's weird, the cyclical nature of these things, as people will have noticed from watching all these videos, if you've been watching them. You know, things come back, recur. So this was us back in the Top of the Pops studio, except promoting our resilience in the face of a career-destroying pandemic.
Came in a church, words like a dog, shiny your eyes.
This was the year when we had to play all these rescheduled gigs.
That's right, it's a busy year.
So we did festivals, clubs, theatres, more festivals, more clubs, more theatres. It was really quite an intense time, gig-wise. We worked hard, travelled a lot of miles.
It's an interesting thing for me, Gregory, because that's probably the most gigs I've ever done in a year in my life, even from the heyday. As each year goes by, I feel more and more defined as primarily a musician in my life. The more and more that I play, the more and more that I appreciate the activity of music. Not just as a soul-saving thing for you, but as a soul-saving thing for the audience. It's like an epiphany, it's like a collective surge. It's very rare we get to the end of these gigs in this period and people aren't up standing on their feet giving us standing ovations. If that's more the norm than it is the exception. And I think we're all trying to get something out of these gigs. We're all trying to get some kind of moment of pure meaning and community and transcendence in the midst of what is actually quite a tough time for many people, whether it's the pandemic, but it's also cost of living. We look like we're a world at war again. Doing these gigs in this period is proving to me that the gig is important for fellow humans. Not a bad way to ride out this bit of the 21st century as being a gigging musician.
So these 17 songs that we'd written for our electronica record, you said to me, we need to take them live. And it's a whole different kettle of fish, taking them live. So this gig in Hereford in March 2023, I turned up with my piano, one of our drum machines, and my iPad that had all my virtual synths in it, because we don't tour with any roadies, so I wasn't taking our beautiful Moogs on the road, because you need roadies and flight cases.
Yeah.
So I managed to put something together which was a virtual version of our synth wall in my iPad. Now, we'd never done this before.
Yeah.
It was a sold-out piano vocal gig. And I remember at the sound check, the support band were in kind of more tunes, and I started playing Black and Gold. And I got a surge. I thought, this is working. This is the first time I'd ever done this part. And you were nervous as well, because I sent you were coming to me going, shit, what are we doing here? But we nailed it, and after we finished it, there was a round of applause from
Yeah, there was, I remember.
the support band
I remember that.
and
Yeah.
the staff. Jeez, what a shot in the arm that was.
Yeah. But I think what the audience need to know is that you made a choice about how to do this. You wanted to actually have machines talking to other machines, talking to other machines, talking to you, and you talking back to them, and all linked together in a complex manner so that you could justifiably say, this is a performance, I'm making it up, I'm creating what I'm doing here, rather than it just being singing to a backing track. So people should know that you made a choice for this to be tougher for you than it otherwise would be.
And then wind forward to the end of 2023, I remember it being in a Friday night in a kind of community hall with 500 or 600 people, and had all the subtleties of this song called And Then You Bloom. And the audience wasn't up for subtleties, they were up for Friday night. So I thought, okay, I've got the flexibility to completely abandon all the subtleties and make it Friday night. And you were going, woo, woo, going,
we've been on quite a journey here, a journey that has been affected by Gregory's incredible hard work. So if you're watching this, give him a round of applause. He deserves it. He has a PhD in his specialist subject of Hue and Cry. He's the mastermind of Hue and Cry live on television. I'm 60 years old, so I'm thinking about it in the context of first act of your life, second act of your life, and this is the third act. But it's nice to think about it that way, because if you think about the third act, that's often the most dramatic part of the play or the story or the narrative. So I hope that everybody has got this story of our creativity and what it is to be a creative person. I'm still working with my dear brother Gregory after 40 years because he is one of the most creative people I've ever met in my life, and also one of the most talented. We're in a tough spot, actually, as species. I think I don't want to go on too much about it. Pop music is important because it's about romance and hope and love, mostly. That's mostly the subject, is that we don't need to hate each other and destroy each other. We can love each other and build things. So sitting here in 2024, I'm trying to imagine what I should be doing on this planet, trying to make it a better place. And you could think about politics, you could think about technology, you could think about money, you could think about activism. I'm very, very, very pleased to be a musician in 2024 because I think we can bring a lot of joy to people and a lot of meaning to people at a time when it would seem that those things are at a premium.
Our new wave, our new sine waves, triangle waves, square waves.
Nicely done there, Gregory.
We'll be riding this new wave of enthusiasm going forward. So, yes, another 10 years anyway.
Or, do you know what? It's the third act, and it's the best act of all. So come with us through the next few decades. Who knows, we may all get a Nirvana youth pill that reverses our cell degeneration, and we all go on for another 50, 60 years feeling like we felt when we were 25.
I couldn't do it all again.
Well, we'll do the next thing, right? Okay. See you out there.
The rain will fall, scared my wife when I'm not home. I got a bum education, double digits, inflation, can't take the train to the job. There's a strike at the station. I'm me, young King Kong, stand out on my back, got to get around. Put my secretary, I got migraine, catch a membrane. My God, I'm I go hijack the train, don't you push me, cause I'm closing to the edge. Cause I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometime, but one day I keep going under. Sound like a jungle sometime, but one day I keep going under. Sound like a jungle sometime, keep going under, keep going under.